Private extension apps allow organizations to securely integrate internal and proprietary systems and applications with Docusign IAM. This ensures controlled access and distribution while maintaining seamless operation before, during, and after signing. Note that all values, email addresses, keys, secrets, tokens, and other personal information shown are for demo purposes only and have been deleted or revoked. To understand what makes private extension apps valuable, let's first look at what extension apps do. Docusign extension apps let you connect your applications and systems directly into Docusign products like Maestro, Navigator, and e-signature, enabling end-to-end automation of your agreement processes. These extension apps allow you to trigger API calls at key moments in the agreement process, enabling features such as real-time data verification, database updates, or automatic document storage. Extension apps simplify integrations, reduce the need for custom code, and help teams work more efficiently by automating key steps in the agreement process. Until now, Docusign only supported public extension apps, which allow customers to connect to external systems such as Salesforce, SAP, HubSpot, Workday, and more, directly from within Docusign. However, many organizations also need to integrate their internal systems such as ERPs, internal CRMs, or proprietary applications, and trigger API calls to these systems from their agreement processes. These internal systems contain sensitive data, cannot be exposed externally, and require controlled access. To meet this need, Docusign launched private extension apps. These apps are not publicly listed in the App Center and can only be explicitly shared with select production accounts. This lets businesses securely connect internal systems to Docusign IAM while maintaining full control over access and distribution. You can register a private extension app using the Docusign Developer Console, either by using the form-based experience or by uploading a manifest file. After filling out some basic app details, indicate that this will be a private app by selecting private as the distribution type. For example, you might create a private data I/O extension app used to interact with an internal database. If you choose to register a private extension app by uploading a manifest file, make sure that the distribution field is set to private. Under Integration Details, configure authentication for the endpoints your app will call. Add a client ID and secret, and update the authorization endpoints. Be sure to update the endpoints for every action your private app implements. These should perform the necessary logic to interact with your internal systems. Once your app has been tested and is ready to be published, submit it for review. Then, when your app has been approved, publish it to the App Center. When the private extension app is live, you'll see a new section called Share Your Private App. In this section, add the production account GUID for the account you wish to share the app with. From the App Center, the administrator of the production account you added can approve the extension app and install and configure it for all members of their account. The private app will then appear in App Center for users in that account, along with all other public extension apps. You'll then see the accepted status in the Developer Console. Once the private app is installed, it can be used in a Docusign workflow to connect to an internal database. In this example, the workflow verifies a signer's identity using ID verification, collects data for a new account application via a web form, uses the web form submission to pre-fill a Docusign template, writes that data back to an internal system using the newly installed private app, and archives the signed document to Google Drive using a public extension app, ensuring secure storage and accessibility. Here's what the workflow looks like in action. First, you'll enter a name which must be verified through ID verification. Next, you're taken to a web form where you'll fill in the account application details. These details are used to pre-fill an e-signature template. The participant can review the pre-filled details and sign the document to confirm. Once the participant signs and completes the envelope, their entered data is written back to the private database, and the signed document is archived to Google Drive. That concludes the private extension app's demo. To learn more, visit the Docusign Developer Center. Explore our documentation, join the developer community, and get started with building your own private extension apps. Thanks for watching.